Hi, so this is a video that I'm doing on my strategy, vocabulary role playing. And I would start it by getting everybody excited. So class, this is going to be an exciting lesson today that we are doing on verbs. And we're going to learn our verbs by doing some fun, silly story we're going to get to write. Now, raise your hand if you know what a verb is. Well, verbs are action words. That means things that you can do. Like right now I'm blinking, that's a verb. I'm waving, that's a verb. Smiling, verbs. So those are verbs. And stories are really fun if they have lots of good verbs in them. And we're going to learn some new verbs maybe that you wouldn't even know. And the way we're going to learn those is we are going to find verbs that we may know already, like run. I want everybody to stand up and show me what run is. That's right, this is run. We're running. So now there might be something that's a synonym, meaning a word that's very similar to run that you might not know about. One that I want to tell you about is the word dash. Dash means the same thing as run. You can write it up here. Dash. Now, there's a movie, The Incredibles, and the little boy's power was that he could run really fast, and his name was Dash, and I'm sure that's why they gave it to him. So maybe you don't know that word dash, but now you do, because it's the same thing almost as run. So I want everybody to stand up and show me dash. We're going to dash like this. Right. So now we're going to go to the next word. Let's go to the word hop. Hop, does anybody think of a word that might be the same as hop? Yes, jump. Jump is a great word, and it does mean the same thing as hop. So let's all stand up, and we're going to try to jump. So we're doing something. We're in action. We are verbs right now. All right, the next one we have is jiggle. I want everybody to show me jiggle. Yes, this is jiggle. We're jiggling. So, what's another word you think that would work for jiggle? We don't know? I'll give you one. How about shake? That's a great word. And we're shaking. This is shaking, and it's like jiggle. They're very similar. All right, and so we're going to go through each one of these together and see if we can figure them out, and we're going to try each one. The next one I have is skip. Now, here's a word that I don't know if there is another word for skip. We just have to know what skip is. And some of you might know how to skip, and some of you might not know how to skip. And it's kind of like moving and hopping at the same time. This is skipping. And I don't really have a synonym, so we're just going to leave skip all by itself. Now, another word is crawl. Now, you don't have to get on the floor and show me crawling, but it's when you go on your hands and knees and you move across the floor. And another word for crawl that would be good is creep. If you're creeping across the floor. Right. And now we're going to go to dance. And we can see another word for dance would be, here's a silly word, and maybe you've heard people say it and maybe you haven't, but I'm going to teach you a new word. Another word for dance is boogie. Oop, 2 O's. Boogie. Yeah. So that's another word for dance, and show me your dancing. Oh yeah, we're dancing. All right. Now the next word we have, the next verb is eat. Now, it's hard to kind of show eating, but we can pretend like we're putting food in our mouth. And when I did that, that made me think of another word for eat. How about nibble? That'll work. So, the next one we got is twirl. Twirl. Raise your hand if you can tell me what it looks like to twirl. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, just like that. And anybody know another word that we can use for twirl? Ooh, spin. That's good. I like it. You guys are coming up with good verbs. Good synonyms. They're the same. Twirl and spin. Good one. All right. The next one we have is tiptoe. And that's when you get up right on the tops of your toes and you walk. Yes, just like that. Now I'm trying to think of one word for tiptoe. I don't know if I know one. But if you know one, raise your hand. No, it doesn't sound like it. And that's okay. Just like skip, we can leave that one just the way it is. Now I have walk. Does anybody know, is walking different than running? Yes, right? Walking is slower. You're right. So we would just walk. We would just go like this. Walking, walking. And what's another word for walk? Well, here's one. It makes me think of something old. They used to say this all the time. Maybe when they were, back in the long, long time ago, they'd say, I'm going to take a stroll. Sorry. I almost spelled that wrong. Stroll. So that's another name for walk. Stroll. So now we have all these great action words, and we're going to come over here and we're going to fill in our story. This story is called Elephant and Mouse Go on an Adventure. So what we're going to do is we are going to go through and we are going to put one of these words into the story, but we're going to do it before we read it. So it might sound silly at the very end. We'll have to wait and see. So let's see. The first one we're going to put in, we can pick, you guys pick which one you want. Oh, you want to do crawl or creep? So we're going to say crawl, crawled, or creeped. That's good. Crawled or creeped. All right. And then we're going to pick another one. How about, that's good. We're going to do dance or boogie. Good one. Now let's pick another one. We're going to fill in each one of these lines. Here's another line. Oh, we're going to skip. Good one. All right. And so we did skip. We did crawl. We did danced. Raise your hand if you know another one you'd like to do. All right. We're going to do run or dashed. Running. It says ing, so I know I have to add the ing to it. Running or dashing. Good. Mark that one off. Another one. Tiptoe. Okay. Tiptoed. All right. And let's see. Oh, we got walk or stroll. All right. How about the next one? You want to jiggle and shake? This one's jiggling or shaking. See, I have to add the ing. It tells me that. All right. And now we've got hop, eat, and twirl. Let's do hop. Hop. Hopped or jumped. And then the last one is, oh wait, did we do two different ones? Oh, there's only 9. Aw. All right, well, we're going to do one more. What do you want to do? We'll twirl or spin. I thought I had 10, but that's all right. It'll still be a silly story, even if we're not eating or nibbling in it. All right, so now we're going to read the story, and what I want you to do is I want you to all stand up and get ready, and when we get to the verb that we found, I want you to act it out into the story, and this story might be silly, but that's going to be fun. All right, so Elephant and Mouse go on an adventure. Elephant and Mouse, who were the best of friends, decided to go on an adventure. They crawled or creeped. Oh, look at you crawling and creeping to the very deepest and darkest part of the forest. They were scared, so they, get ready, danced or boogied. Oh yeah, they're dancing, they're boogieing. They all along the path till they came to a stream. They decided to skip. That's right, we're skipping. Skip in the stream, and it felt good. They were having so much fun. They started running or dashing to the big tree that they saw in the distance. Once they were at the big tree, they tiptoed it. How do you tiptoe? Maybe we tiptoed around the tree. At the top, they thought it would be fun to walk or stroll. Oh, they must have went up a hill, and they were walking or strolling down, and so down the hill they went, jiggling and shaking. They must have been up a hill all the way. They were getting tired, so they hopped or jumped back to their homes. Once they were inside their homes, they decided to twirl or spin into bed. And that was the silly story about the elephant and mouse going on an adventure. And we learned some really great verbs, and we learned that they're action words and they're things that we do like jumping and skipping, and we learned synonyms, other words just like them. So thank you for the lesson. We had a really great time. That's it.